You're clearly the worst necromancer. Yet the skeletons you summon are all travelers. They not only know the secrets of this world, but they also want to help you break free from your shackles. But they have no idea that you can hear their thoughts. Today marks the launch of the online game Dawn of the Break. While other players choose warriors, or mages, or powerful classes like assassins, you resolutely chose the necromancer. After all, the official class description states that the necromancer is a one-man army. It truly makes you unable to resist. But once you entered the game, you realized something was off. The game description only mentioned that necromancers can summon undead legions to fight, but it didn't mention that summoning undead requires corpses, and the necromancer guards at the village gate won't even let you pass without skeletons. Fortunately, the game is set in chaotic times, where every NPC has likely had a few deaths in their family. However, the corpse spawn point in Shibei Town has been taken over by a major guild. Left with no choice, you approach an NPC to ask the blacksmith, "I heard your wife died. Can I borrow her for a bit?" Hint, the blacksmith Sheen's affection for you decreased by 50. "Come on, your father's corpse is just lying around. Why not let me have it?" Hint, the seamstress Penny's affection for you decreased by 50. And so, 3 days passed. Other players have already leveled up to 5 or 6. You're still a level 1 noob. But today, you finally found 2 corpses in a basement. You are genuinely excited. "My children, Dad finally found you." Then, raising your staff, you cast the summon skeleton spell, and 2 skeletons rose. At that moment, you heard 2 voices in your mind. "Oh dear, did I just cross over? Damn, are you the one talking, skeleton? Oh, hey, did you cross over too?" You watched the soul flames flicker in the skeleton's eye sockets. You were completely stunned. What the hell is going on? According to the game rules, skeletons are the lowest level pets for necromancers. They aren't supposed to have any intelligence. Yet these 2 skeletons can talk, and they claim to be travelers. This is simply absurd. While you were in a daze, the 2 skeletons started communicating again. "Are we becoming someone else's summons? This fool can't be our master, can he? Looks like it is. If we kill him, will we regain our freedom? That's useless. I've tried that. He is an untargetable object. Then let's create a situation to kill him." You started sweating at this point. Damn, these 2 are full of schemes. The other one isn't as talkative. No way, we need to see if they follow orders. If they don't listen, we'll just cancel the summon. With that thought, you waved your hand. "Turn around for me." The 2 skeletons turned around involuntarily. You grinned. Thank goodness. It seems these 2 are still under my control. After naming them, you checked their data ID, Wicked Little River. Class, Necromancer. Level, 1. Health, 100. Mana, 100. Other attributes are 5 points. Skill, Summon Skeleton Level 1. Cost, 5 mana points. Revives the deceased as skeletons. Can summon up to 2. Both skeletons have identical attributes. Big White and Little White. Race, Skeleton. Level, 1. Health, 50. Mana, 50. Attack, 5. Defense, 5. Skill 1, Slash. You chuckled. Finally, I can go accept quests. Then you led them out of the basement. As soon as you stepped outside, the 2 skeletons exclaimed in shock. "Oh my god, this is Shibei Town, isn't it? The statue of Hero Sad. I can't be mistaken." "What? You know about Shibei too? Are you from the Human Federation as well?" Through their conversation, you learned that they are elite mages from the Sacred Special Forces, 120 years in the future. Little White is a senior warrior from the Vanguard camp. At that time, a race launched a massive invasion. The human camp fell. The race was exterminated. And it all started a month after the game's launch. At that time, the game merged with reality. Players brought their attributes and gear into the real world. They became the first awakened ones. After hearing this, you were stunned. What the heck? What does it mean that the game merges with reality? You didn't dare ask. For now, you had to pretend you couldn't hear the skeletons talking. Otherwise, with your current weak strength, you'd be killed by these 2 cunning fellows. But regardless of whether what they said was true, improving your strength is always a good idea. You then took them to the mayor to prepare for the quest. It was already crowded with people. At that moment, Big White and Little White started chatting again. If this is the newly launched Shibei Town, the relic should still be with the mayor. That's right. If the relic hadn't been stolen by the demon clan, humans wouldn't have suffered so badly. Big White suddenly said, "How about we help this fool get the relic?" At this point, rare necromancers emerged after the apocalypse. If we get the relic, we can reclaim our powers. With the strength of the Undead Legion, history could very well be rewritten. Then the 2 began to conspire quietly. You were stunned listening to them. At this moment, you finally squeezed in next to the mayor. "The mayor isn't as bad as that Little White. Can you help me with something?" I was just about to speak. Big White's knife accidentally poked the player next to him in the back. "Actually, we've already entered combat mode." Unable to accept the quest. Seeing this, you pretend to shout in confusion. "Who hit me? Can't people accept quests?" After 20 seconds, it prompts you that you've exited combat mode. You engage in conversation about the battle again. Big White secretly strikes without looking back. "Who's that? Don't you have any sense of public morals?" After the 10th time, finally, the mayor changes his tune. "It seems you're not interested in regular quests." As soon as the words were spoken, a prompt pops up. You have triggered a hidden quest. Do you want to accept the task of the demon spy? You decisively choose to accept the S-level hidden quest. Demon Infiltrator. Quest details. Find the demon spy injured by the mayor in town. Quest rewards unknown. At this moment, the mayor takes out 3 potions. This is the revealing potion. It can dispel the demon's disguise. There are only 3 bottles. You must use them wisely. After securing the potions, you think to yourself, this quest is really twisted. Only 3 potions are given. But there are at least thousands of NPCs in town. How will you find them? At this moment, Little White speaks up. The quest has been accepted, but how can we let him know that the demon infiltrator is Rake from the tavern? Big White ponders for a moment. We can only wait until he passes by the tavern. We can position ourselves to block his entry. After hearing this, you chuckle. The tavern is where most NPCs gather in town. Suspicious people are likely in the tavern. Then you head towards the tavern. Wow, this guy is smarter than he looks. After saying that, they followed you over. Arriving at the tavern, you ask the owner for the cheapest drink. A few seconds later, Rake, dressed as a waiter, walks over looking miserable. And you're thinking about how to expose him. Using the revealing potion directly would be too obvious. It would be bad if these two realized they could hear their thoughts. Just as you're deep in thought, Big White suddenly turns and bumps into Rake's arm. His sleeve rolls up, revealing some scales. You pretend to be surprised. Then you quickly use the revealing potion on Rake. Smoke begins to rise from his body. His true form reveals a sinister appearance. The demon spy is at silver level and in a weakened state. Health, 5,000. Mana, 1,000. Skill, Disguise, Demon Fire. The system prompts you that you've discovered the demon spy. Please report quickly. Dying during the quest will result in failure. Reporting dead players will yield the highest rewards. You're amazing. These 2 troublesome skeletons didn't mention that Rake is a silver boss divided into 7 ranks. They are Bronze, Silver, Gold, Dark Star, Epic, Legend and Myth. Even the lowest tier Bronze boss requires a 10-man team of the same level to handle. Silver bosses are practically invincible in the newbie village. Just then, Rake unleashes a blast of black flames. Seeing this, Little White immediately flips the table in front of you. An explosion sounds. The table is reduced to ashes, and you crash heavily at the tavern entrance, and your health instantly drops to 0. Little White exclaims in shock. Oh crap, when did Rake become this strong? Almost got taken out by him. No kidding. Now we're all level 1 skeletons, and we only have 1 mage who can take him on. Of course, we're no match for him. Just as the 2 skeletons awaited their doom, you've already run out of the tavern. Help, someone. There's a boss spawning at the tavern. Your shout instantly attracts countless people. Oh crap, there really is a boss, and it's a silver one. Then a crowd rushes toward the demon's lair. You casually summon back the 2 skeletons. You turn around and run. Rake is bewildered. Damn humans, you don't play fair. Then the players unleash their skills on him, dealing 3, 5, and 8 damage. Even though the silver boss can one-shot players, it doesn't matter since the respawn point is right there. Half an hour later, Rake is killed on the spot. The players are stunned. Oh crap, why didn't the silver boss drop anything? What a lousy game. I'm filing a complaint. And you smirk from a distance. What a joke for a quest boss. Little White is fuming with frustration. These guys are just pathetic. A dog is better than a fool, so he just left. Hurry up and follow. In the blink of an eye, you've already submitted the quest to the mayor. Congratulations, you've completed the S-level hidden quest. Demon Infiltrator rewards you with a special title. The title of Imperial Warrior is simple and straightforward. All attributes +6. However, upon seeing the Hero's Chronicle, your eyes light up. Hero Attributes. Reincarnation Category. Subordinate Item Tier, Gold, can be upgraded. All attributes +10. Passive Skill, Purification. Equipment level increases with player level. Every level up increases all attributes by 1. Graveyard Passive Skill. Establish an independent undead space. Players or summoned units that die will automatically return to the graveyard. Summoned units that die will no longer disappear, and will remain in the graveyard. Passive Skill. Players' summoned units will gain the ability to use equipment and learn skills. Current item level. After seeing this, you can't help but drool. It's actually gold equipment. The drop rate in Dawn of Day is extremely low. Currently, the top weapon on the leaderboard is just a piece of bronze equipment. Players fight fiercely just for a whiteboard equipment, and not just any gold equipment. Moreover, its attributes and skills are overpowered. The Necromancer is often called the worst class by players. First, summoning requires corpses. Second, whether it's the player or the summoned undead, they will completely disappear upon death. All attributes must be leveled up again. Currently, the graveyard attribute of the Hero's Chronicle is equivalent to your undead having a respawn point. What shocks you even more is that the Necromancer's attributes depend on whether they can summon different types of units equipped with weapons, such as sword soldiers, spear soldiers, etc. And now your skeletons can not only wear equipment, but also learn skills. If distributed correctly, you alone could be a balanced attack, defense, and support team. Just then, Little White is excited. Ha! The holy artifact is finally in hand. Not only can we wear equipment, but also learn skills, and we can also revive like players. Praise be to the hero Sack. Praise the master of evil, Little River. Big White's expression darkens. Can you have some bottom line? Even though we're not trying to kill him right now, but you don't have to look like a sycophant, right? The warrior's starter artifact set is at Shibe. After hearing this, you're taken aback. Why does this name Sean sound so familiar? Oh crap, isn't he the blacksmith whose wife's corpse I borrowed yesterday? Thinking of this, you grin. Let's go. Dad will buy you some gear. In a blink, you arrive at the blacksmith's shop. Sean sees you and immediately yells, "Don't lay a hand on my wife's corpse." Prompt, Sean's affection for you decreases by 50. You chuckle. Don't be angry. I'm here to buy equipment this time. Sean scoffs. Equipment costs 50 silver coins. Weapons cost 80 silver coins. You're stunned. Are the whiteboard equipment this expensive now? You know, a pound equals 1,000. That's equivalent to 10,000 barrels. That's about a big dollar. One would cost around 700 to 800 bucks. Only a fool would buy this. Of course, others wouldn't pay this much. I'll give you a 20% discount. You gloomily pull out your medal. Seriously, man, I'm still an Imperial warrior, after all. Sean is taken aback. Since it's an Imperial warrior medal, can you help me take revenge? The system prompts that you've triggered a hidden quest. Will you accept Sean's revenge? You decisively accept. Sean's wife and child were killed by the Silver Moon Wolf King in the Shattered Stone Wilderness. Good. Sean hopes you can kill the Silver Moon Wolf King. Quest reward, Sean's revenge. You chuckle. So, can the whiteboard equipment be a bit cheaper now? Sean nods. The lowest price for a full set is 500 silver coins. But searching yourself yields only 5 copper coins. In desperation, you can only angrily spend $1,000. You bought 2 sets of whiteboard equipment. One set of equipment is thrown down. The 2 skeletons undergo transformation immediately. Attributes greatly improve. Growth, intelligence, spirit strength, constitution, agility C race, skeleton soldier level, health, 390, mana, 390, attack, 20, magic, 20, armor, 32, magic resistance, 28, Little White's attributes, growth strength, constitution, intelligence, spirit agility C race skeleton level, health, 370, mana, 270, armor, 36, magic resistance, 16, armor, 36, magic resistance, 20. After looking at it, you wave your hand. Let's go. Dad will take you to level up. Along the way, your skeletons attract gasps from players. Wow, how come this skeleton is wearing armor? Is it mutated? Could it be the legendary armored skeleton? Is there any official info about this? Nope, I'm just guessing. In a blink, you arrive in the wilderness. A wild dog lunges at you. Before you could say anything, Little White rushes in. Injure my master. Then a sword cleaves down onto the dog's head. The wild dog dies instantly. A copper coin pops out. Big White pouts. Pfft. Dead doggo. Little White's attack, 20. That's right, I'm just a sycophant. My task here is to blend in. Give it to me, my skeleton. Then Little White kills the dog. Before long, you level up to 2. You delve deeper into the wilderness. You arrive at the wild wolf spawn area. Big and Little White chat as they fight monsters. These wild wolves are way too slow. They're nothing compared to our training back then. No kidding. Those are real beasts. Now they're just a bunch of stats. For them, they've fallen from greatness to a low tier. They're practically being crushed. You're cutting through them like vegetables. In just one morning, you level up to 6. You sigh. Damn, I've been leveling up all morning, and not a single piece of equipment dropped. This game is such a scam. Just then, a wolf howl echoes. Little White gets excited. It's the Silver Moon Wolf King. No one has gotten to it before us, right? Big White is puzzled. How do you know? Little White chuckles. Back in the day, for Sean's revenge, I camped in the secret realm of Shibei Town for half a year. I've taken him down over 50 times. Now that he's acting so cocky, someone must be fighting him. Indeed, as you approach, you find a group of players besieging a giant wolf. The leader is a female assassin. Her dagger emits a green glow. It must be bronze. Equipment, Silver Moon Wolf King rank, silver level, health, 15, mana, 8,000, skill, 1500. The Wolf King lunges with a glowing blade. At this moment, Little White sighs. This warrior isn't doing well. Just as the words leave your mouth, he's about to die due to his positioning. The Wolf King suddenly moves forward and spins. He swats the warrior's sword away. Then he unleashes a shining blade point blank. The warrior player dies on the spot. The warrior is shocked and panicking. Oh crap, the level 10 tank got one shot. What a joke. Big White is somewhat surprised. Wow, there's something on that tree. Little White smiles proudly. The Silver Moon Wolf King has a hidden trait. When positioned beyond a certain distance, he can charge and unleash a boss attack, causing the target to lose all defenses within 5 seconds. Parry, dodge attributes. You must keep the distance within half a meter. Only then can he be tamed. You really didn't know I was playing high-level matches. I don't have time to dance around with low-tier players who can be taken down with one fireball. Half of them laugh at your comment. Wow, Big White is quite the trickster too. On the other side, after the warrior dies, the Wolf King unleashes another blade of light in front of the mage. Then, his claw crushes the archer. The priest hasn't reacted yet. Then the Wolf King bites him to death. The remaining female assassin turns to run. You wave your hand. Kids, it's time to show some skills. Meanwhile, the Wolf King leaps high. He lunges towards the female assassin. The female assassin has given up resisting. She prepares to close her eyes and await death. Little White charges at the Wolf King with a magic shovel. A sword strikes the Wolf King's chest. Damage, 74. The female assassin escapes death. She immediately retreats. The Wolf King howls. He swipes a claw at Little White. Little White simply steps forward. The Wolf King's claw misses. Then he opens his mouth to bite. Little White punches the Wolf King in the throat. Damage, 88. The Wolf King's mouth. Next, Little White takes the chance to climb onto the Wolf King. He aims for the belly with a critical strike. Critical hit, -258. You're stunned from a distance. Normally, a level 15 boss could one-shot Little White. Yet, he hasn't even touched a hair on Little White. This is an indomitable master. This is simply terrifying. The female assassin hiding in the grass is also dumbfounded. As we all know, necromancer skeletons only inherit 50% of the player's attributes. The skeletons have no intelligence whatsoever, they're just a data. And this guy is controlling a useless skeleton to suppress a level 15 silver boss. Is this what they call the legendary testicle? As Little White dances around, critical hits keep popping up on the Wolf King's head. Critical hit, -258. Damage, -258. When the Wolf King has only a sliver of health left, Little White immediately retreats. As you're filled with questions, a massive phantom erupts from the Wolf King and lunges forward. The boss's ultimate move, the Wolf King's charge, is easily dodged by Little White. Then, Little White steps forward again and kills the Wolf King with a single sword strike. The system prompts that you've killed the Lord level silver boss. You earn 100,000 experience for the first kill. Reputation, 150. Title, 1. Title effect, Wolf King Slayer. All NPCs in Shibei Town gain plus 100 affinity. Then, a golden light flashes around you and Little White. You both level up 4 times. You reach level 10. Then you open the treasure chest. You receive a skill book, 3 pieces of equipment, and a dark token, and a pre-packaged hammer. Both the hammer and token are marked as quest items. Then you check the skill book and equipment. D-rank skill, Sneak Attack, a skill for attacking targets from behind. Class requirement, Assassin. Assassin, Wolf Clan, level 10. Quality, Bronze. Armor, 9, Magic Resistance, 8, Agility plus 7. Movement speed increased by 15%. Level 10, Quality, Bronze. Attack, 7, Magic, 4, Agility plus 4, Strength plus 2. 10% of physical damage is converted to health. After seeing this, you pat Little White on the shoes. I'll wear them myself. As for the ring, I'll give it to you. Little White nearly drools, praising you as the master. Kid, I will be your eternal happiness. Big White rolls his eyes. Pfft, useless thing. Shameless. However, just then, you pull out a staff. You admire it. Level 10. Quality, Silver. Attack, 17. Magic, 29. Intelligence, 9. Spirit, 6. Effect 1. Mana regenerates 10 per second. Effect 2. Magic amplification, 15%. You smile at Big White, noting your high intelligence growth. You're better suited to be a mage. This staff is meant for you. You hand the staff to Big White. You turn and leave. Big White is momentarily stunned. Praise my master, the source of all evil. I am your eternal follower. Little White is mocking from the side. Pfft, pfft, pfft. Shameless. Useless. You grin. What unruly chief mage. Wasn't he easily taken down by my staff? Just as you're about to head back to town, you're stopped by an assassin. Thanks for that. My name is Water Bell, let's be friends. The loot from the boss can also be used by assassins. I'd buy it at a high price. The 2 skeletons beside you become restless again. What? That's Water Bell, the super rich person who influenced the global currency system. It's really him. The wealthy person who invested a lot of money before the game merged with reality. I didn't expect him to be born in Shibei Town too. You suddenly realize he's a tycoon. You pull out a skill book. It's only a low-level assassin skill. How much will you pay for it? Wow, that's a good item. How about 10 gold coins? Deal. In a blink, you return to the blacksmith's shop to submit the quest. You receive the quest rewards from Sean. Upon opening, you obtain a skill. 1 is a set of 11 armor pieces. I'm a bronze with 20 attack, 20 magic, and a boost to strength and constitution, increasing damage by 10%. Sean's is good too. My defense is 500. Strength increases constitution. Enhancement effect. Armor and magic resistance increase by 10%. The quality of CC's armor is light, with a 25 rating and 20 strength. Constitution enhancement. The quality effect increases by 10%, with a 15% bonus. Sean's passive skill, for every 1% health lost. Player's attack and defense attributes increase by 1%. Health drops to 30%. Activates the Blood Rage attribute. Regains 1% health per second during combat. After reading this, you're stunned. Oh crap. Little White wasn't wrong in calling this a newbie artifact. This effect is simply overpowered. Without further ado, you directly equip it to Little White. Little White's attributes undergo a significant change. Little White's attributes: growth, strength, constitution, intelligence, spirit, agility. At sea level, health is 1232. Mana, 480. Defense, 500. Attack, 104. Magic, 51. Armor, 124. Magic resistance, 51. You nod in satisfaction. With these attributes, Little White could thrive in the newbie village. As night falls, you log off and order a box meal. Just then, the TV broadcasts a news report. According to this station, an unknown creature has been discovered in the Jiangbei region. The creature is extremely ferocious. It escapes after injuring people. Currently, experts have not found any documentation on this creature. Residents in the Jiangbei area are advised to secure their doors and windows. Be sure to take precautions when going outside. You feel a jolt in your heart. What the two skeletons said turns out to be true. It seems you need to improve your strength quickly. Then, you hurriedly re-enter the game. After teleporting to the main city, Thunderstorm City, you head straight towards the graveyard in the city with Big and Little White. This is where necromancers change classes. Soon, you find the NPC group. Unexpectedly, Zol speaks first. Child, the first rule of necromancers is, do not summon beings with souls. As soon as he finishes speaking, the three of you collectively exclaim in shock. Big and Little White are bewildered. This guy can sense that we can qualify as undead. You pretend to be unaware and ask. You say, yes, they have souls, and their strength far exceeds yours. If you can't control them, you will face backlash in the future. Little White is on the verge of tears. With brother and father, you mustn't be swayed by his words. You chuckle lightly. I must be the chosen one. The summoned skeletons are so unique. The system prompts that you've passed Zol's first test. You've triggered a hidden quest. You can't help but curse. Fortunately, you already know that the two skeletons are like bones. Otherwise, you'd be tricked into wasting your skills. At this time, Zol speaks again. I've dedicated my life to the study of necromancy. I've discovered that the stronger the undead soul, the greater their potential. Unfortunately, I've never been able to summon beings with souls. I've heard that there's a bone altar deep in Thunderstorm Forest. There's a soul lamp on the altar. Can you help me retrieve it? The prompt indicates that you've triggered a hidden class change quest. Second phase of the Guiding Spirit quest. Obtain the soul lamp. Quest rewards. Unknown after accepting the quest. You spend another 20 silver coins on 2 basic skill books. Curse consumes 20 MP to cast a curse on the target. For 60 seconds, all of the target's attributes decrease by 10%. This state cannot stack. To complete, consume a corpse to replenish the summoned unit's health. Then you summon the skeleton to level 2. Now you can summon 3 skeletons. You have Little and Big White learn the warrior's heavy strike and charge, the mage's fireball and resistance fire ring. Once ready, you arrive at the corpse spawn point in Thunderstorm City. Just arrived here and was stopped by a soldier. Bro, this refresh point has been occupied by our Black Dragon Society. To get in, you need to pay a silver coin. You are too lazy to waste words with him. Directly threw a silver coin into the refresh point. You quickly summoned a skeleton soldier. Big White and Little White quickly gathered around. Hello, bro, say something. Bro, have you also been reborn? However, the newly summoned skeleton soldier just stood there blankly. You are a bit disappointed. It seems that being able to summon Little White is already a stroke of luck. Then brought 3 skeletons to the wild. However, at this moment, Xiao Bai suddenly turned around. Immediately after, an arrow was blocked by the Little White shield. The person who has come is the warrior at the corpse refresh point asking you for silver coins. There are a few players following behind. You frown. What do you want to do? The bald-headed dragon chuckles and looks. Brother, you are generous with your spending. I want to borrow some equipment from you. After saying that, he swung his knife to chop at you. Xiao Bai stepped forward to block the attack with a shield while De Bai cast 2 fireballs from behind. The bald-headed dragon's body leaned back after being hit, and Xiao Bai took the opportunity to criticize 2 things. Less than 3 seconds, the bald-headed dragon has turned into a corpse. At this time, other players rushed over. Big White directly an irresistible one. Cooperate with Xiao Bai's heavy strike and charge. Within a few moves, 3 more people were taken down. The remaining 2 archers turned and ran. You directly cast a curse at this moment. 2 beams of green light enveloped the 2 archers. Big White couldn't help but praise. Did a great job with brother. Then several fireball spells ended the 2. However, at this moment, your face turned black. Mada. Kill so many people. Why did I only lose 1 piece of equipment? However, when you pick it up, your eyes light up. Hidden Illusion Sword Quality Bronze Attack 17. Magic Stone Agility 6. Power 5. Effect Forward Enhancement 15%. It turns out to be a little of an assassin. Not bad, not bad. Then sent it to Shui Linglong. 3 seconds later, Shui Linglong replied to the message. My god, how about top-notch bronze equipment for 50 gold coins? You are shocked. Wow, this is 50,000 yuan. Truly a local tyrant. On the other side, the bald dragon came out from the resurrection point and there were few people. Maid is done for. The ring that the president lent me exploded. The younger brother was taken aback. What? What should we do then? The president shouldn't have hit you. The bald dragon sighed. What else can be done? Of course, I will tell the president. Otherwise, wait for that kid to throw the ring into the auction. We all can't eat and then carry it with us. And at this time, you are already close to the altar. A sudden voice rang out. Bone altar. Do not approach. Then, a figure slowly emerges. The Lich Guardian will explode with the golden level of 20, with 50,000 life and 10,000 magic skills. Necromancer's Fire Summoning Technique. You are stunned. I'll have a level 10 player challenge a level 20 golden stick. Is the designer's brain in a pit? Helpless. You can only bite the bullet and speak up. Mr. Jianggu, I am the mentor sent by Zuer. Let me borrow your guiding lantern. Who would have thought that brother would directly get angry in the left ear? This old thing has imprisoned me here for more than 30 years. Now let his apprentice come to hit me. The master of the soul-retrieving lamp is simply hateful. After speaking, summon an ancient spear out of thin air towards you. However, a quick response. Raise the shield to block the master. Immediately afterwards, the big white launched the fireball technique. 276-269. Brother wants to summon the undead and charge forward to hit it. Hit on the top and bottom of the door. After you trap it with a curse. Grinning with bared teeth. Well done. Kill his turtle grandson. And just at this time, a ghost fire suddenly erupted from Ji's body. Go out towards Xiaobai. Let a reminder not be a soul-retrieving technique. Run fast. But at this moment, Xiaobai has already been unable to dodge. Just as the ghost fire is about to collide with Little White on the 11,111,111th floor, blocked Little White from coming in. Then a group of rays of light flew out from the top of the skull. Then merge into the ghost fire. Of course 111111 for the fly ash. Jianggu was completely stunned. How could this be the soul-retrieving technique? Clearly a ranged attack. Why are you okay? Wait a minute. Does your ghost possess a soul? You nod your head. Master Zuer did say that Jianggu was stunned for a long time before being born. You took away the soul guiding lamp. In the blink of an eye, you returned to the Thunderstorm City Cemetery. After handing the guiding soul lamp to Zuer, the prompt sound has sounded. The system prompts you that you have received the recognition of the Necromancer High Priest Zhou. Successfully changed to the hidden profession of Necromancer. Ritual Effect 1. A high-level Necromancer who possesses both the power of curses and the power of summoning. Can learn all Necromancer skill effects too. The undead creatures you summon gain an additional 20% attribute inheritance effect 3. Each level you gain an additional 2 points of free attribute effect 4. After the summoned object meets the conditions, it can undergo the corresponding job change. You are shocked. What the hell? This hidden profession is too against the heavens. Xiao Bai is shocked. What the hell is going on? We can also change jobs now. Even Big White cannot believe it. Then aren't we just like the players? If such a necromancer existed in a previous life, we experienced the corpse home, and then Xiao Bai chooses to change to the blunt angle skeleton. And Dabai chose to change jobs to flame skeleton, a perfect combination of offense and defense. And you have learned the life enhancement and drum feather skills of necromancy. Then you come to the basement of the church, preparing to summon the third skeleton soldier. After using the summoning skill on the corpse, a skeleton wearing a straw hat slowly appears. Before you could say anything, he came with a 3-question time traveler asking him where his horse is. What the hell is going on? Am I alive again? Damn it. You suddenly have a head full of black blood. Good. If you like the Ma family, then you can be called Ma-san. And at this time, the big and small white horses are dominated by Ma-san. Haha, there are new people again. Ma-san's confusion. Are you also time travelers? Little White nodded. Yes, we are the qualified summon. He is now our master. Ma-san is angry. Fart. This guy is so ugly. He doesn't deserve it. Communicate through them. You learned that Ma-san in his previous life was a high-level archer belonging to the Elf Guardian Squad. At this moment, Ma-san spoke again. When are we going to make a move? 2 whites and a confused face. Take action. What's the matter? Ma-san has a face full of murderous intent. Of course, it is accumulated from that personality. Airby immediately advises you. After a brief explanation, Ma-san finally feels relieved. And you check the information about horseback riding 3. Ma-san skeleton archer attributes. Growth power B physique. Intelligence. Spirit C agile S level. 10 health points. 1140 magic points. 1140 attack. 67 magic armor magic resistance. 57 skills. Basic shooting. Focus on shooting. After watching the 3 consecutive shots and dodges, your eyes will light up. There's actually an S-level growth attribute. It seems that this Ma-san was also a genius in his previous life. At this moment, prompt sounds. Player Longxing Tianxia requests to add you as a friend. The name of a good land in Madrid. Then you directly refused. On the other side, the dragon travels the world fiercely. This is not right. The script shouldn't be like this. The Black Dragon Club is currently the largest guild in Thunder Leopard City. Longxing Tianxia as the president of the Black Dragon Society. I am still very confident in my own reputation. Others have always been crying and shouting to add him as a friend to join the club. According to the script of Dragon Travels the World, the other party should be grateful and accept their friend request. Then respectfully apologize to oneself. Showing a demeanor of great generosity. What does it mean? Then the other party turned white on the other end. Hand over the ring. Then request to join the Black Dragon Society. Everything is so perfect. I didn't expect the other party to refuse so decisively. This will completely ruin Longxing Tianxia. And the bald dragon nervously spoke up. What kind of boss? Is he returning the ring or not? Dragon travels the world strong and calm. He is scared. Seeing my friend angry, he didn't dare to pass through. The bald-headed dragon secretly thought that the kid knew I was from the Black Dragon Society when he killed me. He didn't hold back at all. Really going to be scared. So he said cautiously, boss, otherwise you say you are buying equipment. Dragons walk the world, nodding. Come, what equipment are the brothers buying? The dragon travels the world with a dark expression. Can you come to Han's tavern for a face-to-face discussion? Can. Coming soon. When you arrive at the tavern, noticed something is off. Why does each one of them look so familiar? You chuckled. Ah, you bought equipment to bring so many people. Hee hee. You should know the people behind me. You nod your head. No, all have been killed. The bald-headed dragon spoke out in anger. Stop fucking around. Either the ring comes back. Either you die here. You curl your lips. The ring has been sold. Even if it doesn't sell. You worthless piece of trash can't even be sure. The bald-headed dragon is angry. You are looking for death. After speaking, a knife was struck out. Xiao Bai stepped forward to block. Immediately, a sword struck the bald dragon's head. Reduce 750. Still waiting for the bald dragon to settle the bill. Two swordsmen precisely inserted into his eyes. The bald-headed dragon died on the spot. The people around were stunned. This is a damn level 17 high defense warrior. Instantly defeated in 3 moves. Your phone is getting slow. Pick up the exploded long sword, warrior's sword, quality bronze, attack 22. Magic 14 power 7 physique 6 effect. Hitting the target will stack 1% damage. Maximum stacking of 30%. Good things are casually put into the backpack. The dragon walks the world in anger, giving face but not being respectful. I hit him. Expose the equipment on him. Then, they charged up with the members of the Black Dragon Society, howling. The horse quickly shot out several arrows. The dragon travels the world, just as I wanted to block. Big White came with a resistance fire ring. A few players in front have colleagues leaning back with arrows shot into their heads. Just stabilize the body. Xiao Bai's charge has arrived. Cooperate with Ma San's swordsman and Debai's fireball technique. Eliminated all the players of the Black Dragon Club in the tavern in less than 2 minutes. When the dragon's world gathers its members to come to the tavern again, you have already disappeared. Dragon travels the world with a dark face to comfort itself. Afraid. He must be scared. That's right. It seems that we still won. And at this time, you have already arrived at the Alchemy Association. One could say some life potions and magical potions. According to the statements of Big White and Little White, due to the Alchemy Association suffering a fatal blow, not just the disappearance of the potion, even the subject of potion making will be lost. From now on, humanity has lost the prop of potions. This is also one of the important reasons that led to the eventual extinction of the human race. Just at this moment, Ma San was surprised and spoke. Isn't that the great alchemist Clyde? Big White was stunned. Really is. If it weren't for him being suppressed by the Church of Light, alchemy will not be lost. Upon hearing this, you smiled. This cat should have a mission. So you walked in front of Clyde. Master Alchemist, may I ask if there is anything you need my help with? Clydel frowned. Are you sure? Helping me may lead to being enemies with the Church of Light. Wave your hand. I am a necromancer. Doesn't matter to be enemies with the Church of Light. Clyder smiled. Good. The system prompts you to trigger a hidden storyline. Alchemy potion making task content. Find the hidden wolf's tooth. Second blood clan's blood. 5 king star garment. Reviving soul grass doctor. As far as you know, these materials can only be dropped by hell level shadow castles. And according to the game settings, the copy must be in a team to fight. Thinking of this, contacted the only friend Shui Linglong. Are you coming to the hellish difficulty shadow castle? If you come, call a few more people together. Shui Linglong quickly replied. Hell difficulty is so exciting. Wait for me, I'll be right there. Very soon. Shui Linglong is meeting with you along with a few people. After a brief introduction, you learn that the invincible ninja is a level 17 holy priest. Unmatched hero is an 18 level shield warrior. Shooting randomly is a level 18 sharpshooter. After the team is fully assembled, you have arrived at the teleportation entrance. You received a prompt after choosing the hell level dungeon. Hell difficulty is the highest difficulty of the dungeon. Copy profit 5%. 100 poems reward 200%. The entire team being wiped out is considered a challenge failure. Click time 7 days. Have you entered? Then a red light bursts forth from your bodies. Then disappeared in place. All the surrounding players were stunned. I can't believe someone is challenging the hell level ancient shadow. Who the hell is this idiot who doesn't want to live anymore? The top of the union leaderboard, Hua Xiaolongteng, has just started to tackle the elite difficulty. And at this time, you have already entered the ancient castle. A pack of hungry wolves is brushing out shadow wolves ahead. Elite level 30 health 10,000 skill blood-sucking fangs shadow attack water exquisite confused. This monster's quantity is more than 5 times that of normal difficulty. How the hell do you play this? Xiao Bai is also a bit uneasy. You said that Gage and the others won't die here. At this moment, Ma San sneered disdainfully. People in this era can be resurrected infinitely. Not thinking at all. When I first came to the ancient castle with the shield warrior and the priest, stuck on the suspension bridge, killing one by one. Don't mention how easy it is. You press it a little. Everyone step back to the bridge. Shui Linglong is quite perplexed. What are you doing on the bridge? Shouldn't we go in? Random shooting. Furrowed brow and opened mouth. This bridge sways gently. Are we going to fight on the bridge? Wave your hand. Archer pulling monsters. Warrior positioning. Pastor adds blood. We kill them one by one. The teammates were shocked. What the hell? There is actually such an operation. It's against the heavens. The skeletons were also shocked. Found the optimal solution for customs clearance without us reminding them. Is this what a battle genius is? After arriving at the suspension bridge, you commanded the little shot to open the monster again, randomly shooting with a frown. Don't call me back, little house. You smile with your teeth showing. Okay, then I'll call you the little editor. You see, forget it, just call me little house. Then shot an arrow. The arrow, filled with anger, pierces the wolf. At this moment, the warrior activates 3 auras. Armor and magic resistance increase by percentage at any time. Due to the terrain of the suspension bridge, can only accommodate one monster to pass through, so it is good to defend in the case of the priest healing. Arrows and fireballs continue to be emitted. Will soon take down the first monster. A prompt sounded at this moment. Is it to draw in the soul? You were stunned for a moment. Suddenly remembered the skill that Zuer taught me, soul extraction. You have practiced the new type of summoning technique researched by the high priest Zhou. Can draw the soul of the king as the fire of the soul. The fire of the soul can be placed within the body of the undead. Make it become its own undead battle pet. Cooling time none. Your thought stirs. A ball of green flames floated out from the shadow wolf. You have obtained the soul fire garment. Soul fire can be injected into undead units below level 30. And generate new summoned units. You pouted. The skeleton summoned by this thing is completely incomparable to my 3. Better than nothing as time passes. Then a shadow wolf fell down. You have also obtained more than 100 soul fires, but just at this moment, a roar sounded. The 2-headed evil wolf slowly emerged. Howling in hell, Christian. Grade. Gold level. 30 health points. 500,000 magic and 5,000 skills. Flames burn. Hell breathes. Shattered nightmares ambush. Little snake gasps in shock. I go. It turned out to be a gold level super fast suspension bridge, and then you all jumped off the suspension bridge at once. And at this moment, the hungry wolf has pounced on the priest. You were suddenly startled. Not good. Pastor Flash. However, at this moment, a shield battle blocks a fatal blow with a charge. The health bar suddenly only has 1/3 left. The pastor raises the staff. Light falls down. Shield battle health fully restored. At this moment, a flame emitted from the hungry wolf's mouth. The priest put an invincible 3-second holy shield on the warrior. At this moment, the little snake shot out an arrow. The situation has stabilized with the cooperation of several people. After more than 10 minutes, the boss's health is running low. Just at this moment, a beautiful figure is moving forward, arriving behind the hungry wolf. After saying that, he stabbed it with a knife on the egg. Weakness. Critical hit minus 9,999. You can't help but feel the next second. The other few people were also sweating profusely. Little White exclaimed. Good fellow. This woman is pretty tough. Ma-san nodded. Yes. It seems I underestimated this group of players. At this time, you have already opened a treasure chest. Obtained a silver level helmet. A silver level robe. There is also a golden level dagger. Needless to say, the helmet gave a random shot. The robe gave the ninja invincibility. The dagger was given to Shui Linglong. And you turned 1231 gold coins with tears in your eyes. Continue exploring. Arrived at the shadow level library. At this time, a sound rang out. I don't know how much. Finally waiting for someone to come. Are you willing to play with me? Having said that, a soul body old man slowly appears. 9-star mage. Borrow gold level boss level. 30. Health points. 300,000. Magic value 200,000 skill. After watching the introduction to magic mastery, you were shocked. Master Jojo is only one step away from the legendary Dharma God. How could it appear in a low-level dungeon? Big White scoffed. 9-star mage of fart. Now this guy is only level 30. Without a body, where does he still have peak strength? However, at this moment, Bar surrounded the 3 skeletons and made a circle. Then came before you. You actually have multiple soul fluctuations on you, you guy. Whose disciple are you? My mentor is the Lich High Priest Zhou. Bear suddenly became excited. No wonder it was him after all. Did he succeed? Great. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Summon me. Let me be your spirit. The spiritual dragon person was taken aback at first, then looking at you with admiration. A 9-star great mage actually took the initiative to request to become his undead. I'm definitely not dreaming. You are also confused. Although you really want to, but you can't do it. You must go to the basement of the church to summon the heroic spirit. Cannot specify the summon. Thinking of this, you shake your head. It's not that I don't want to. I don't know how to do it. Ah, Bear. Very good. How dare you mock me? Accept my fury. You few instantly became alert. However, I didn't expect Ball to open his mouth to answer my question. You few have completely become disordered. Why is this damn copy so ridiculous? Isn't it directly going to fight? Why do we still want to play riddles? Casually shooting questions and answering any doubts, Bear chuckled. Good. Just start with you talking about a beam suit little snake. Which is better, immortality or a short life? I don't know, I've never lived forever. Ball smiled slightly. Very good answer wrong. Next second, shoot randomly. Let out a cry of surprise. What the hell, how did I drop 5 levels? Everyone was startled. Then looked at Ball. At this time, he has already become level 35. Good guy. This Ball actually uses this method to plunder players' levels. Ninja Invincible lets out a roar. Do not answer his question. After speaking, a holy light orb was emitted. However, the holy light ball directly passed through Bale's body. Did not cause any harm. Ninjas are invincible and silly. Is he immune to magical attacks? Let me give it a try. After speaking of the unmatched hero, he swung his great sword with a single strike. similarly passed through Ball's body. Did not cause harm. Ball had a mocking expression. Stupid ant. Then it's your turn to answer the question. Which is better, eternal life or a short life? After speaking, finished speaking. The unparalleled hero is enveloped in a beam of light. Eternal life. Definitely eternal life. Have you ever lived forever? How do you know that immortality won't be boring? Incorrect answer. The next one finishes saying that the hero's unmatched level is reduced by 5. The light column is wrapped around Shui Linglong. The spiral's brief life is good. Incorrect answer. At this time, Ba's level has reached level 445. The spirit dragon's anger is not right. This is not right. That's not right either. Isn't this a trap? 3 skeletons gathered together and whispered. Before this old thing Baba became like this, he couldn't be happy. Is he considered immortal now? Then I can only huddle in this small library. Can't go anywhere. Big White sighed. Yes, if I become like this, I have the heart to want to die. White nodding. So we say that our unmatched bravery can also be considered a kind of. Hearing this, the laughter and the beam of light just happened to be wrapped around you. The ants answered my question. You he once. If possible, I will choose eternal life with freedom. As the old saying goes, forgive me for living a free and unrestrained life. After listening to Ball, he was stunned for a moment, then sighed. Yes, is there anyone willing to be trapped forever in a small room? Immediately excitedly looking at you. As a disciple of Zor, can you really not make me your ghost? You thought for a while. I learned from Master Zweyer. Soul absorption skill can ignite the fire of the soul. Soul body. But you are a 9-star mage. The strength of the soul is not something I can draw from. Bear is excited. Why didn't you say it earlier, Mater? As long as I don't resist, you can draw from the fire of my soul. You are shocked. What the hell? Is there such an operation? I'll give it a try. After speaking, he raised his staff to cast the soul siphon skill. A flash of light. Bar has turned into a cluster of fire. Epic level fire level 90. Can be injected into level 90 or below undead units. And generate new soul units. The system prompts you that you have successfully absorbed the soul of the 9-star Grandmaster Ball. You have gained 500 reputation points. Your soul absorption skill level has increased. 9-star Mage Ball successfully absorbed skills. System generates new skill copy. After resetting, the new program will overwrite this difficulty copy. Then you arrived at the final level of the dungeon. This place is filled with dark red areas. However, under the collective of a few people and several skeletons. Not long after, the ability of the mouse. At this moment, a shake occurred in this time zone. A skeletal hand suddenly reaches out from the ground. The last huge skeleton tower climbed up. Skeleton King. Li A.O. Reich. Grade skill level 30. Ratio 1,000,000. 15th skill of the soul. You are the mouth of the skeleton. This is not a place for you to come. Say something. To you. You strike with a sword. Big White exclaimed to protect me and brother. Xiao Bai quickly stepped forward to block. Then a sword was thrust upward. However, it was dodged by the Skeleton Queen. However, Xiao Bai jumped up high and patted the Skeleton King's head. Immediately following, the fireball of Big White and the sword momentum of Ma San also reached -778. 689. The Skeleton King raised his sword to counterattack. Little White's charge disrupted. Charge ends. The Skeleton King just stabilized. Ma San sword shock shooting directly makes me dizzy. And the fireball technique and firewall of Big White have never stopped. 3 level 10 skeletons actually suppressed a level 30 Skeleton King. This scene left Shui Linglong and a few others dumbfounded. What the hell? The wicked little river, you actually emptied 1 and 3. Simply terrifying like this. You are just playing around for nothing. You seem calm on the surface. Yet my heart is truly an elite on the battlefield of the apocalypse. This combination is invincible, and just at this moment, you heard Xiao Bai complaining. Maid, level 10 attributes just won't do. The cannon blue is a bit fast, the big white carbon has a breath. Yes, I'm almost empty blue after hearing this. The echo said to the crowd. Are you a few here to watch the excitement? Can you still use our help? Nonsense. I'm so 10 level how can I help? We won't disrupt your rhythm when we go up. You waved your hand grandly. Don't worry about anything. Remote play hard output is all that's needed. Half an hour later, the Skeleton King suddenly fell to the ground, announcing that the player's team, Wicked Little River, successfully cleared the Shadow Castle on Hell difficulty for the first time. Their deeds will blow up the Brave History chat channel. What the hell? Those guys actually got their hands on Hell's speed. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Huaxia Dragon Rising, losing troops and generals. Also barely passed through the elite group. What right do they have? And at this time, you have already opened the boss drop treasure chest. Obtained an armor. A helmet. There is still a token. Guild Residence Token. Thundercliff category special item Thunder Explosion becomes the resident token of Thundercliff. Shui Linglong was shocked. What the hell? Unexpectedly revealed the Guild Residence Token. This is the first outpost token in the entire server. Now it's prosperous. What are you planning to do about the evil little river? You chuckled a laugh. I feel that the few of us get along quite well. Let's establish a guild together. The name is called the Source of All Evil.